And now, live from the Elite Ringside Network Studios, it's the NXT Takeover Backlash Fallout Special. And here are your hosts, Nate the Effin' Great, and the Elite Ringside Network Heavyweight Champion, Spencer Hart. I can't.
Apparently,
I can't do this. It's 2017. What are we doing here, people?
we are talking about NXT Takeover as well as, Backlash, and of course Backlash, proud sponsored by Rocket League, the game that I suck terrible balls at. I mean, these are just huge balls that I just suck at terribly. I mean,
they're
basically.
You and I have played Rocket League before.
Yeah, and you've destroyed me, and I've only gotten like one goal out of your 7, 8, maybe almost 10, I would say. But at least I could say that I didn't get crushed by a newbie at UFC. So
that's fair. You KO'd me, I think, in the first fucking round.
No, I think that was Max.
Oh, that was Max. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. If you listen to the prediction show, we actually had a conversation about the whole thing and him still being the ex-champion and being able to cash in. He actually suggested the idea of cashing in, and that the competition you guys would have would be the UFC game. So
fuck
it's like,
that.
I'm gonna cash this in. Let's play some UFC 2018. I'm just like, oh boy, that's going to be a fun and interesting episode. But no, we're talking about NXT TakeOver as well as Backlash. Just brief rundown on both of them. We're definitely going to say Backlash for a little bit later because I think Spencer needs to just take a moment to just get away from that just for a minute.
Oh my God, what the fuck are we doing?
NXT TakeOver Chicago. I think I can describe this as an event that was physical, brutal, shocking, and all out. God damn, was this a good show?
Absolutely. My match of the night, by far, was the United Kingdom Championship match.
Oh my gosh.
My God. I just said that and I got shivers down my spine. That match was... I tweeted it. I said, that is match of the year. Right there. That match had everything.
Yeah, I think that Dave Meltzer would probably agree with you there.
That match was hot fire.
Hot fire, not straight fire?
Okay, listen here, Becky Lynch.
Oh, the puns.
The puns.
But, I definitely do agree. Really, I haven't gotten a chance to actually see the UK tournament. I know, shame, you know my name.
Shame!
But, thank you. But yeah, I was very impressed in how well these two did. And if their first encounter in the tournament finals was anything like this one, if not, even better.
Better.
Oh, God. I mean, again, geez, you just look at all the talent that is coming from the UK and all over the world. And, I guess I could say UK is probably some of the best talent, most, entertaining talent that can come out of any promotion, whether it be wrestling, acting, you name it. England just knows how to freaking make people and make them amazing and make them want us to see more of them. Again, Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, geez Louise, you guys just tore the house out. My hat is off to you both. In the end, Mr. Pete Dunne dethrones Tyler Bate. Thank God they have not gone with Master Tyler Bate. For those of you that... Yeah. I've been making that joke for a while, and I'm thinking, oh, thank God they have not made this a thing yet, because they almost made Neville into Mighty Mouse, but thankfully they have not decided, oh, hey, let's get a little joke in here. We'll make him like a master. What's his name? Masturbate. Vince, that's genius. Let's do it. And of course, everybody will get a chuckle after like the first week, and then after that, it's like, I hate you. I hate it. I hate everything you've done.
I hate everything about you.
But for me, my match of the night was Hideo Itami versus Bobby Roode. Oh my God, these two just again, they tore the house down. Hideo Itami looked like he has not lost a step, which I love seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
And just the way that they played off both of their injuries, Bobby Roode with the arm injury, Hideo Itami with the leg injury, just made the match that more intense. It made it more just one of those things where it's like, oh my God, these guys are just killing each other for this championship. And the way that it ended with Bobby Roode fighting through the pain, hitting the glorious DDT, and holding on and hitting a second one for the 1-2-3. Jesus, Bobby Roode, there's a reason why you're my favorite wrestler of all time. And this matchup definitely proved it. And also, I want to see a rematch. And I was even talking to Max earlier. I said, maybe these guys could fight in a Iron Man match. And literally, he was just like, 30 minutes, 6 minutes. Yeah, I'm totally down for that. And it's like, I figured you would be. Because, honestly, I would love to see these guys do an Iron Man match. I want to see these guys fight for, like, at least a week. Just nonstop. They're just wrestling.
Yeah, NXT... Like all NXT takeovers, they really did not disappoint. You know, they came into Chicago and they didn't disappoint, and they really set the bar for Backlash, which we'll get into. But they really did show the world why NXT is still, in my opinion, NXT is the number one brand in WWE right now, and that's the reason why. You've got great matches, you've got great storytelling, great people that are always coming in. You've got Bobby Roode, Hideo Itami, you know, you've got, you've got, you know, you could make the argument that Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne are on the NXT roster with the UK tournament. I mean, you've got people NXT has produced. Ty Dillinger, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins. You know, all those people have come through NXT, and that's the reason why NXT is so great. Even though that, yes, you could consider them the minor leagues of WWE. But they showcase them a lot more. And they brew these storylines. I enjoyed the ladder match up until the end, and I got really very sad.
Why? I mean, was it because the Authors of Pain won?
No.
Well, I think a lot of us kind of expected that. You know, honestly, I thought that, you know, with the way that turned out, I was pretty surprised by that. I would have thought that they would have given DIY like one more run with the belts, and then maybe have them lose it on like a week or two or something like that. Well, we talked about this during the prediction show about, you know, DIY, they beat the Authors of Pain in a ladder match, and then they lose like the week after. It makes practical sense, because it's one of those things where it's like, well, we couldn't beat them in a straight up wrestling match. Let's add a little element to it. Let's add, like, you know, a weapon into this, or let's add, you know, make it like a ladder match, and, you know, hey, we got an advantage. They had a little bit of an advantage, but then throughout the matchup, I thought to myself, oh, well, that kind of backfired on you guys. You gotta love when that happens, where it's just like, oh, we got an advantage, and then the thing's used against you. It's like, I regret so many life decisions right now.
Yeah, and props to Johnny Gargano for kicking a 70-year-old man in the fucking face. That was a great super kick, and Paul Ellering. Oh my God, I can't talk tonight. Oh.
I know who you're talking about, though. I know who you're talking about. We're good.
He sold it well for his age, and that was awesome. Props to him. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just still fucking. I'm still flabbergasted from the end of Backlash, which we'll get to later in the show. But my brain is just a puddled mess right now.
Okay, I think I know which part you're talking about. The earth-shattering shock and moment of the night was the final deal where DIY, they're going up the ramp, they're just, you know, hugging and saying, like, you know, hey, basically saying, hey, we'll get them next time. When we get Psycho Killer, we basically kill Johnny Gargano, and oh my God, the beating that Tommaso Ciampa gave Johnny Gargano just was insane. I mean, if he's going back to like his Ring of Honor days where he is going back to being, you know, the Psycho Killer gimmick, then, geez, this is a good way to start it. I mean, you definitely look in his eyes of just him just being super pissed off and just having almost like this blank stare of just like, I don't care what you guys think. I'm killing this guy. I'm killing this guy. And then the freaking Celtic Cross. No, that's not the Celtic. It's a Celtic Cross. No. No, Finley used to call it the Celtic Cross. That's right. But now it's the white noise or whatever you want to call it that he does. From the announce tables, at least I want to see 4, 5, 7 feet maybe off the ground through some tables, and Johnny Gargano basically died. R.I.P. Johnny Gargano. That's basically all I could say about that. And Tommaso Ciampa, he comes up just kind of limping, but he's still just like, yeah, I did that. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, it'll obviously lead to a match between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, which, you know, we all saw it at the CWC, the Cruiserweight Classic. They
was
produced
such a
hot
beautiful
fire.
match.
It was.
That was beautiful.
So I'm looking forward to that eventual matchup on NXT, probably at the Takeover before SummerSlam.
More than likely.
Yes.
Well, here's kind of a bit of another shock of the night. The triple threat women's match between Asuka, Ruby Wyatt, and Nikki Cross. It actually surprised me. I looked at this and I thought to myself, well, this might not be one of the better matches. I would think that there's no way that, you know, they're going to make it seem like Asuka's going to be like, you know, weak or anything like that. Boy, howdy, was I wrong. Because, holy
you
crap,
were wrong.
This was physical beyond. This is like one of the most physical matches I've ever seen in any WWE product.
Yeah, the women showcased as always in NXT. I'm pretty excited. For the future of NXT, the women's division. Ruby Riot's got it. Nikki Cross is right where she needs to be with Sanity. I'm so excited for NXT's women's division.
In all honesty, I looked at this and I thought to myself, well, Asuka, you have no reason to ever say the phrase, you know, nobody's ready for Asuka anymore, because Nikki Cross probably came the closest to almost beating Asuka and taking her title belts away. And honestly, this is one of those matches where I look at it and I think, oh, like you said, you know, Ruby Riott, she's got it. Nikki Cross, she's got it. If these two are still going to stay down in NXT, you know, we're definitely going to have a really solid, you know, women's division right now. And even some of the more, I guess you could say, random people that are out there, please, for the love of God, get rid of Liv Morgan. I beg of you, because we do not need a Carmella 2.0 on the main roster. But no, some of the other talent down there is really surprising me, and I'm thinking, oh wow, they're really doing something different with this. This is really awesome.
I'm trying to remember who it was on NXT last week. Sonya Deville. I like Sonya Deville.
Oh, God.
I think she could have a great career in NXT.
I wanted her to stick with her original name, which was like a Daria something, because Daria is one away from Dario, which, you know, Dario Cuetos, who makes his return next week.
References.
Oh, man. Yes. Oh, Lucha Underground is going to be beautiful. I can tell by just how they left it off. Oh, boy, that's going to be... It's another battle. It's NXT versus Lucha Underground all over again. It took a brief hiatus, and it's like, yep, we're back, and we're basically going to kick ass.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm excited for that. I really am.
Oh, that's going to be great. But yeah, just a lot of great spots between the triple threats, and the way that it ended. Oh my gosh!
Asuka pinned both of them.
I was surprised by that. I'm like, oh geez, that's how you make Asuka over, and you just again show like she's cocky, she's arrogant. I mean, Nikki Cross, she's already out, but let's just take out Ruby Riott too. Oh, they're both lying down. Let's just pin them both and see what happens. One of the best moments I've ever seen in a women's matchup. Just one woman who is not, you know, like 7 foot tall, massive amount of weight, like a Nia Jax, just pinning somebody, but not little Asuka, able to kill anybody by just staring and smiling at them, kicks off Ruby Riott's skull, basically, and pins both Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott's remains. And just beautiful. Just beautiful.
And in my opinion, I think that ending was a little bit improvised, because if you were paying attention, the referee, I think what was supposed to happen is she was supposed to hit that knee to Ruby Riott